Hey everybody, Justin Cena here. I think I've got the world record. I've seen so many Shopify stores over the years. I've definitely seen thousands. If there was a world record or a leaderboard, I'd be number one. I've seen literally everything. I think it's hard to stump me when it comes to showing me a site that I haven't seen. And I've done over 250 paid reviews now. I just completed my 250th review, and I offer this as a service. I make a 20-minute video going through your site. And I've done site reviews for people of all levels: beginner, intermediate, people who've already been making 5, 6 figures. And the funny thing is, I see themes consistent with in terms of things that people need to correct with people of all levels. So if you're watching this and you've already made money, or if you're watching this, you don't even have a store, I think this video is going to be helpful. And I'm going to walk through just a couple of different things that I see kind of consistently. And again, I've done over 250 paid store reviews, and I see these things over and over and over. And definitely biggest thing, and the first thing always, is poor first impression. And obviously it's the first thing that you notice, but like if you go to a site, you can't read the text, or if there's no logo, or if the images are blurry, I mean, immediately you get turned off. I mean, that's something that you just don't see in quote unquote normal sites. And you always want your site and your store to just look normal. You want it to look like it's been there forever and that it's super trustworthy. So you come on there, you see a typo, or a big background image that's blurry, it immediately kills that trust, kills that first impression. Number two, lack of branding, right? At the same time, I'll see people go live without a domain, right? They'll have their store say .myshopify.com, or it'll be some weird domain like, dog-store.ninja or something like that. That doesn't work. There's no branding there. On top of that, you also need a logo. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a logo, but you definitely need to have at least a nice enough logo so you get not only that first impression like I talked about, but you have some sense of branding. Right? You want people to be happy about buying from you. They're not buying from you just to do you a favor. They want to feel good about their purchase. They want to feel a connection to your brand. And if you don't have any branding, if you don't have logo, a color scheme, nice hero images and all that great stuff that builds branding, at the very least, those are all minimums. You need to have at least those. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to create that brand. And a brand is, not only going to make that sale at the beginning, but going to get them to come back as well. It's super important. Next is really no focus on selling. This kind of sounds weird considering everyone has a store, but sometimes on the homepage you'll just see like the logo, navigation, and then it'll have maybe a banner image and maybe an about us section and a list of categories, but no product. Right? We want to have product on the homepage. It first of all builds our our overall kind of brand feeling, but we want to be selling. We need to be making money on every page. And sure, they can click through on the navigation, they can click through on the collection list, but we want to show our featured products on the homepage. Always have that focus on selling on every single page. Okay. Next is missed opportunities. This is, a lot of times just solved very easily with apps like upselling or related products, right? If you don't have an upselling app set up, and there's plenty of them in the App Store, you need to get that set up ASAP. If you don't have related products on every single page, you need to get that set up ASAP. These are just missed opportunities for you to make money. If you don't have your email newsletter set up and integrated, you need to do that ASAP. You're just simply leaving money on the table. And last but not least, trust killers, right? I kind of mentioned that on the first impression. Blurry imagery, bad logo, typos, text that you can't read, a logo that you can't see on a weird background, checkout pages that don't resemble the home pages, product descriptions that are just default and don't really speak to the actual product or the niche. Those are trust killers that will immediately make people leave. There's so many different options for them to find products that they want, especially if you're doing a passionate-based niche. You need to make sure that you have no trust killers. In fact, you need to have trust builders like trust badges and customer reviews and user-generated content. Those are all the things that will reverse those trust killers. So, I've literally, like I said, I just completed my 250th paid review. You can check it out. The link is below. If you want to check out my service, I do a 20-minute video kind of going through every single part of your website. It's reviews.justincena.com. We'd love to take a look at your website. And again, for the Guinness Book of World Records, if you're watching this, make sure you give me that award. I've seen thousands of sites, definitely more than anyone else. So definitely well equipped to kind of review yours. And I hope this video helps you make some money, and I'll talk to you real soon.